Titi, this is something I want to say about Titi, right? Everybody is afraid to talk to Titi and to question Titi and to interrogate with Titi because Titi doesn't listen. Titi doesn't listen. Titi doesn't like listening. This is why everybody tiptoes and is afraid to talk to her and tell her the truth. If I speak to her in person, Titi doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. She gets defensive. She starts talking back, speaking back, speaking back. She doesn't listen. That is a sign. That is a big sign of autism. That's what autism is like. That's how autism behaves. Titi was wicked, cruel when she was younger. Cruel. And it's because now she doesn't have the friends that she has, that she thinks that she thought that she will have when she was bullying me and calling me fat and calling me Bissy's fat this, fat that. When I should have beaten her up at least 5 times in my lifetime. When I should have beaten her 5 times in my lifetime because I wanted to get on. Because I wanted to get on with life. As in move on with life. That's the reason I was talking to Titi. I gave Titi that bus pass so that she can move on, so that she could get up from her sofa and do something and get up in life. That's why I gave her that bus pass. She became this scrawny, self-entitled, because she's always been self-entitled. It's not selfish. She's self-entitled. This self-entitled, wicked person, scrawny, skinny lady who had it coming for her. All of these things that she's experiencing, like loneliness and her friends not speaking to her, she had it coming because she was wicked, and she's wicked, and she hasn't sought out help for her own autism. That's why she's quiet like that. That's why she's quiet and weak like that. That's why when you talk to her, I can't do this. I used to do this. I can't do this. Everything is about I can't do this. Why would I walk there? Why would I do this? Why would I walk there? Why would I do this? That's how Titi behaves. That is how Titi behaves. Why would I? I can't. That's autism. And that's what she was like when she was little. And now she's almost 40. That's how she's behaving still. And she cannot go to bed. She says she hears voices. I can't reason with Titi. I'm not the right person to speak to Titi and reason with her. If I was to call her on the phone, my heart will be beating and my stomach will be turning and churning because I know she's going to come back with a response. She's going to react with a response. She's going to react. She's not going to take it in. It's not going to digest in her brain and absorb. It's not going to absorb. The way I can talk to Thomas, he will register it. He'll think about it. Have time to meditate on it. Think about it. And absorb. Me and Thomas, I tweet to Thomas. Listen, all of this, I don't talk to you. That thing came from Titi. That's autism. Lola and Titi were acting like that in the 90s. I don't talk. And look where don't talking gets you. That's why Lola stopped doing it. Because look where don't talking gets you. It gets you nowhere. She needs help for her autism. She needs to seek out counselling for her autism. She needs help for autism. I'm not saying that she needs help. Like, she needs to seek help for autism and write letters. If she cannot communicate, write letters. There was a time I had to force that demon to shut up. When she started ASOS, she went to India and then she went to New York, and I wasn't speaking to her because she had done something really wicked to me before she'd left. And I said, I'm refusing to speak to this person. I'm refusing to speak to her. I didn't speak to her for like 7-8 months in that house. Till finally, and the reason why she wanted to talk to me was because she had no friend to speak about her experiences. That's why. She was now begging it and being a beg friend with me. That's the real reason. Me and you have always, no, we haven't. I've had to get on with you because we are close in age, and I have 2 sisters, and I have to make a sister out of a sister because my sisters refuse to act like sisters. My sisters refuse to act and behave like sisters, and I've had to make a sister out of you, even though you don't act like a relative. So she wrote a letter. And said she's sorry. That is how you should communicate with me, with letter. If I call you and I need help with lifting a bag or going somewhere, going to collect something, that is what family is for. That's what family is for. If there's other things that you want to communicate with me in letter. if you find it difficult to speak. Titi doesn't like listening. She doesn't like being on the phone. She is like all the signs of autism is there. All the signs of autism is there. All the signs. And these are things that your parents are meant to help you with. Your parent is meant to help you. Find a counselor, find a doctor or therapist. She's going back to Pedro and looking in Pedro's eyes and speaking about her problems. The worst person. The person that is even caused your autism. The person that's even caused your autism. Believe in everything she say. Believe in every you're believing. Because we've been taken out of society. That Pedro is now to somebody that we're sitting down together in our house and listening to.